Alright guys, back again. Today's another day. I'm going to show you the surprise that I hinted to you in the video the other day. It's the wheels that I got from a buddy of mine. And then we're also going to do like a little how-to measure offsets. So here you go. These are 16-inch Epsilon ways meshes. I believe they were 15-inch faces stepped up to 16s. A little bit wider in the rear. Actually really nice wheels. You know, the faces look like they were just painted, the lips were just polished, there's no cracks, no bends, you know, nothing weird like that. All the original hardware, all 4 center caps. I think 1 or 2 of them just need cleaned up in the barrels a little bit, but here they are. They're super light, 5 lug. These are actually like perfect FC fitment wheels. So I actually already posted them up on the the RX-7 page on Facebook. A couple people interested in them. Not sure if I want to get rid of them or not though, because if I decided to keep the FC shell that I've got, I would probably do a 5 lug swap on it and throw these on there. Just kind of depends on where life goes if I keep the car or not. Yeah, so look how nice these are. All the hardware. But back to the meat of the video. We're gonna measure offsets today. I don't know if things had, changed over time or what, but I think there's 2 ways to measure wheels. You can measure backspacing, which I think is how a lot of truck and muscle car guys measure their wheels. But in the JDM and import world, we use offsets, which is a metric variation. I wish I had a whiteboard here to show you. That's actually probably going to be next up on the list of things. Got a cork board, but that doesn't do anything for us here. So what you're going to want to start off is lay your wheel on a flat surface like the floor or a table, bench top, whatever. And then get yourself another piece of flat material that's long enough to lay over top of the back side of the wheel or the front side, whichever way you're measuring from. Like I had this piece of glass laying around, so I'm using that. I know it's straight, so it won't throw my numbers off. What you're going to want to do first is lay your wheel down and then measure how wide it is. Not how wide the wheel is, because that's measured between the bead seats. You want to measure the overall width of the wheel. So that's outside of lip to outside of lip. And these are, I already measured these last night, so I already know. These are 8.5 overall width. So next what you're going to want to do is divide that by 2. So overall width divided by 2, in my case, is 4 1/4, 4.125. I'm sorry, 4.25. So next, what you're going to do is measure the distance from this flat surface, which is the back side of the wheel, down to the back side of the hub, right here. So I already measured this, like I said. So we're at 4 7/8. So what you want to do is, I believe, subtract 4 7/8 from 4 1/4, or vice versa. Subtract 4 1/4 from 4 7/8, which leaves you with, I think, 0.62558, I believe, is where we're left with. So you will then divide the decimal equivalent of that to the number of millimeters in 1 inch, which is 24.5. So I think I was left with around 15. So my offset on these wheels on the front if I'm right, is 15 millimeters. Sure, if I'm wrong, somebody's gonna correct me on that. Please do. You know, I'm just going from memory. I kind of forget how to do it, but in general, I think I'm pretty close to 15, positive 15 offset on these. And the rears, I think it's basically just a ½ inch difference because it's the same face, just an inch wider. So those are like positive 3 or something like that. So these should fit really nicely on an FC, something that doesn't have huge brakes. But if you want them, they are potentially for sale. If you guys have any questions, I'm going to try and post the equation that I used to measure the offset in the description below. I'm going to double check my information just to make sure it's right. Either way, I'm posting the video, so if it's wrong in the video. I'll post another video and update you guys after this. But the wheels are here. This is a big surprise. Next video, I will try to do it this weekend, is going to be the exhaust on this beast right here. It's easy fix. I just need to get the car up in the air, and then I'll probably test fit these wheels actually, so you guys will get to see that. And then hopefully after that, I'll have my stuff back from paint so we can throw that on. So it should be a decent week here. Yeah, if there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know, and we'll get her done for you. Later.